Hi, my name is Marva Hall, Secretary of Greater Philadelphia and Treasurer of the Pennsylvania Organization of Blind Parents.
Hi, this is Stacie Leap, the president of the Pennsylvania Organization of Blind Parents.
You're listening to
White Canes Connect.
Hey there, PA Federationists. Welcome to another episode of White Canes Connect, presented by the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. My name is David Goldstein. I am the first vice president of the NFB of PA. Joining me today is White Canes Connect co-host and creator, Lisa Bryant. Lisa, what do we have on tap today?
Wonderful show today. We are talking with Stacie Leap and Marva Hall. Stacie is the head of the newly formed, or newly chartered, I guess is the correct term, Blind Parents Division. And some people may already know Stacie's journey because she shared her story, and was actually our very first episode of White Canes Connect. So she knows this very well, this challenge of being a blind parent, as does Marva. But it's more than just talking about the challenges and being an ear for others. Now they're a division and they could really, like Stacie said, be on the national stage.
Stacie is a up-and-coming leader. She really got this first as a group off the ground, and then now as an official division in the NFB of PA. As you'll hear Stacie say, only the second division of its kind within the NFB.
So we are watching and history in real time in the making. Let's listen to Stacie and Marva.
Stacie and Marva, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so this is exciting. We have two sort of veterans of the PA Federation on our midst with some very exciting news about the Blind Parents Division. So Stacie, but you've been on here before. This is not your first rodeo with us, but just for those who don't know your story, just give us a brief background of, how you came to the Federation.
I came to the Federation a few years after my blindness. I had went blind as a result of domestic violence back in 2016. I didn't know other blind individuals. And when I did find out about the NFB, I was kind of still scared of traveling and going out to places. So when the pandemic hit, I heard David, Simon, and Harriet at another support group meeting that was not for the NFB, but they talked about the Keystone chapter and the NFB. And from there, I joined in to the meeting on Zoom, and you guys have not been able to get rid of me since.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
There's
So
no getting rid of
I've
her.
been here since 2020. And it's just been an amazing experience, just meeting everybody and knowing that I'm not alone in my blindness, and people are here to help me throughout my journey.
And it's been incredible to watch you grow as a leader within the organization, which we will talk about. But Marva, our longtime listener, first-time guest, tell us a little bit about you.
Me, I've been blind now for 18 years. And I'm going to really tell the truth. I didn't really know nothing about the NFB for a while. I was in ASB when I first lost my eyesight in 2007. It was a medical mistake that happened. And in 2008, I wound up stopping going to NFB for a while because I wound up getting pregnant and had my daughter. And I joined the NFB 2 years ago and been with y'all ever since, all the way.
And now you're both here representing the blind parents now in an official division. But I guess I'll throw it back to you, Stacie, because you were the one, I believe, that started asking our affiliate president about a blind parent support group.
Yes.
So tell us when that started and how you are now, kind of transitioned into an actual division.
When I first joined the NFB and realized there was so many people and so many mentors, like I wanted to connect with other blind parents because I also being blind, I was first time being blind. I was also a first time mom, and I wanted to connect with other parents. I had connected with Lynn multiple times, and when I finally got in touch with her, I told her I wanted to join the blind parents group. she told me there's nothing yet, but if I can start one. And I told her, I don't know anything about parenting. That's the reason why I want to join a blind parenting group. And she said something that really resonated with me. She said that there's no expert in blindness and there's no expert in parenting. Just the fact that you want to have the support group and have the people come, I think that's going to bring people closer together and bring people to support each other. So we started off real small as a group back in March of 2021. And we were having like support groups, Zoom meetings. We did a bunch of health information webinars to kind of just teach our blind parents different things and just providing the platform that they're not alone, that they can talk about their struggles without feeling judged. They can talk about their successes without feeling like they have to continue to put up a brave face for anything. So it was a really amazing. And in last year of our state convention in November of 2024, we were chartered at the banquet to be a division. And now we have elected board members. We have dues paying members who are really active and really supportive. We have a bunch of upcoming fundraisers. And I love the fact that our division is just growing. Like, even though the word division is to like divide, it just brings us closer together. And I love that.
So around the NFB, how many other divisions are there for blind parents? Do you know?
I'm only aware of one, and that's the one down in Colorado. There's been more groups and committees. I know on a national level, it's just a blind parents group who Lisa Maria Martinez is the chair. She's based in California. But the only divisions I'm aware of are the one in Colorado and ourselves.
Did that surprise you that there weren't more blind parents kind of organized together and meeting?
It was, because when I looked more into like the NFB and all the different divisions and committees and groups that they had, there was a parents of blind children division, but we just
Right.
had a blind parents group. But I do know the struggle of holding a division, and holding like a chapter together. It's really hard to get people's schedules together, keep people active for a really long time. So I do understand that some people might not have the schedule availability. And that was my biggest concern when they told me that they wanted to start a division. Like, even the members of the group, they're like, we should be a division. I was like, are we ready to handle that? Like, that's a lot of commitment. That's a lot of different responsibilities. It's not like a group that you can come in and out with. And everyone said, yeah. And so far, they've been so helpful. Marva, Christine Palmer, Lavette Bird, they're on the board, and they've just been able to just help me and not make me feel like, it's a struggle and that I'm doing this alone.
Yeah, and I hope we can talk more about the steps and details of making that official leap. But Marva, I'd love for you to also share why being a part of this group was important. Were you a member of the group when it was at the support group level?
Yes, I was a member of it. I That was my first year there, and I love the support because it's actually my first time being around people like myself, but visually impaired or blind, because I have all my girlfriends. I'm the only one that's blind out of my girlfriends, and they don't know what I go through. And me joining that group at the time, it was like making me feel so much better about myself, and like the things that I was thinking I was doing wrong, they telling me that, helping me with, I'm not doing wrong. Is just the support that the group was giving us at the time. That's why I stuck with the group, because you know how some people go in and out of these groups that we do have, and when you don't have support like we do, because we support each other, we talk and discuss things that we can't discuss with anyone else that's not going through the same problems that we are.
When, Stacie, was it really clear, like, you know what, this needs to be more than just a support group? Was there sort of like a moment where that happened, or did it happen over time? Just talk about how just the thought process before even going through the actual steps of making it a division.
Because our group was so big, we had, at the very most, we had maybe about 20, 25 members. At the very least, at all our groups, we have had at least 5 members show up. So, the more consistent members were always saying, like, we need to be a division too, like everybody else. The Parents of Blind Children division is a division. The lawyers are a division. The students are a division. Why are we not a division? And I had originally told everybody, well, because the national level, it's a group. So we have to stay a group. But when I said that to the chair of the National Blind Parents Group, she said, no, you can be a division if you want to. You're separate from national as whatever the affiliate wants. So when I spoke with Lynn said, yes, if you want to be a division, definitely, talk to your members and figure it out. And I had gave her some hesitation because, like I said, I didn't know how active people were going to be. Everyone is a mom or a dad, they have their other parenting responsibilities. I didn't want to add more to them than needed. But when we had our support group and I discussed it to everybody, everyone basically screamed, yes, yes, we need to be, more open. We need to be a division. And hopefully with us being a division, maybe we can get national to rethink and even make the national group a national division. And I said, okay, well, if you think that, we need some people. And, we did elections and people stepped up and we're here.
That's what I wanted to know too. What are the advantages of now being a division? What sort of like more cachet does that give you?
One is the sharing of responsibilities, being the chair. For me, I had to come up with the ideas. I had to come up with the availability for the groups. But now having a board, we can share responsibilities. If I forget something, Marva or Christine or Lavette, they'll remind me. We are able to support each other that way. We're able to participate in getting our own fundraisers started. And that to me was really important because as parents, we struggle a lot financially for ourselves and for our children. And I wanted to be able to have enough fundraisers and enough flow coming in that we can support our parents, not just at national conventions and state conventions, but just throughout their parenting journey, whether it's a sick kid that needs to go to the doctors, a gift for graduation, like a baby shower, something like just something to say that, you're here, you're loved, and we love you, and you're not alone. And also, being a division, it gives us to me, and Marva can agree or disagree, but to me, it feels that we make more of a presence. We make more of a presence, and we just show that we're not able to be stopped.
So, Marva, as treasurer, are you also charged with some of those fundraising ideas?
Yes, we are. Yes, I am. We come together and agree on different fundraisers to have. Like, okay, because I do fundraising for Greater Philadelphia too. So we have a bunch of different ideas just for the parents group, like as a group of doing fundraisers, not just one person giving up an idea. Like how Stacie said, when she was doing the group, she was doing it by herself. But now she have us helping with her, and I have no problem and love helping Stacie with all the decisions that we need to make.
Say again who's on the board, Stacie, their names and their offices.
There's me, I'm president. Christine Palmer, she's vice president. Lavette Bird, she is the secretary. And then Marva Hall is our treasurer.
And as a division, are there now dues?
Yes, our dues are annually, and it's $11.
Okay.
And that also makes you a member of our state affiliate as well. So it's a double membership.
And you mentioned a charter. Can you talk more about that? That you now have you're now chartered. So do you also have a mission statement? Just what does that mean?
Yeah, so a charter is just a fancy way to say that we're official.
Okay.
So it's just a fancier way. So on our affiliate level, that means that we have a constitution, we have an elected board, we have bylaws. So our mission, I don't know it word for word, but I'm paraphrasing, but it's just to better the promotion of blind parenting, to achieve the independence that we need to strive as parents, and to show our kids that blindness is not a barrier. And even though it could be a hindrance, it doesn't stop us from living our lives of being blind individuals and parents.
Marva, you just came back from Washington seminar, and Stacie, I know you've gone in the past. Either one of you can answer this. Is there anything on your on your radar legislatively that affects blind parents?
The website and mobile apps accessibility, it's really important for us as blind parents. I know for me personally, during the days of the pandemic when my daughter had to go do her schoolwork on the laptop, I couldn't really help her with a lot of things because the websites were not accessible. The apps that they made us download to check her grades, they were partially accessible. A lot of times I relied on cited help, whether it's calling her teachers or asking a friend. And to me, that kind of took away from my independence and my ability to be a part of my child's education. So I feel like that bill was really important for our blind parents.
And how receptive were the schools? Was Alana's school when you called with questions because something wasn't accessible?
I was their first blind parent, so they told me that they didn't know exactly how to help and if I can help guide them. But during that time, I didn't even know how to tell them because a lot of Alana's homework were images. So we kind of worked a middle ground. Sometimes they will call me, and we'll, be on the phone and, Alana will ask her, like, how to press things, and the teacher will take hold of the computer remotely and try to press the buttons for her. Because at the time, Alana was like 3 and 4. She really didn't know how to type or use the cursor like that.
So you've become like the crash test dummy for the school
Exactly.
system.
Yeah.
Marva, do you have any stories like that you can share some of the challenges of being a blind parent?
No, not really, because I have a teenager, so my teenagers do most of the things for herself. But like, I did have a problem with trying to get just the reports from the teachers and everything. That was my big problem, just to make sure that she was doing what she was doing, supposed to be doing. Because you know how these kids be. Sometimes they say they doing something, but you just want to make sure they doing the right thing. So they, and like even with the medical device stuff, they, like my daughter, she has like when she was younger, she had, what is this machine called for her asthma? The Nicolizer thing to make
Oh, the
sure that she's
nebulizer.
taking that,
Mhm.
to making sure she's taking the right correct medicine in here and everything. So that's one bill that I really can't wait until hopefully that can get passed for them to have to be able to put that stuff on them machines.
We kind of touched on it. Is other than school, when you guys had mentioned going to the doctor, when you walk in, and maybe more so you, Stacie, because Alana is so much younger, when you walk into the doctor, do you feel they look at you and say, "Oh, it's a blind parent. What are we going to do? Maybe they shouldn't be a parent." Do you ever have that issue?
Not at the doctor's, but as I walk around outside. I remember one time taking our SEPTA bus and I had Alana in my arms and I had to get up and go towards the front of the door so I can leave. And I accidentally bumped into somebody and I said sorry. And she looked at me and she was like, what are you doing with that child? And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, you're horrible. Why would you do that to her? And I was like, I don't understand. What's horrible? It's like, you're blind. Why would you do that to her? Why would you let her be alive to have a disabled mom? And at the time, I didn't know how to take it and I didn't want the bus to leave, so I just got off. But it was really emotional for me to hear that
Sure.
people didn't understand that just because I'm blind, it doesn't mean I'm not capable. There are so many other parents who are not capable parents and they can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my eyesight should not be a reason why my daughter is doomed to be with me. And I just felt really upset for a good amount of time. But then, during that time, I was also with the NFB. So I called some people. They explained to me, like, unfortunately, societal views are very different from our views. And we just have to keep pushing forward and breaking those barriers.
You have regular standing meeting times now? Or is that still being worked out?
No, so they're the third Saturday of each month
Okay.
from 7 to 8:30 p.m. So we use the first 30 minutes to kind of do business stuff. And because we started off as a support group, we use the last hour to make sure that our parents have the support that they need.
Anyone can attend the meeting, correct?
Yes, absolutely. There's a piece that I put into the email where it says blind parenting doesn't have any geographical boundaries, and our meetings don't either. And we have so many different parents from all over the country who join in. And it's just amazing how we connect through Zoom that we would never be able to connect otherwise.
I guess there is like that advantage, of being able to reach people virtually. It definitely has an advantage.
Are these people that come on to your meetings, are they also in the NFB in other states, or are they just blind parents generally?
From my understanding, they are blind parents and some are part of the NFB or they're in the process of joining the NFB.
Marva, you mentioned you have a lot of experience with fundraising. What sort of things do you have coming up or you'd like to do that you can share?
Right now, we have coming up is we having a collab with the Parents of Blind Children. We're
Oh, that's
doing
neat.
the piano bar. We're doing a piano bar with them, and then we doing we trying to get together a paint with a twist with the children.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually going to do that, but we're going to do that one in phases.
Okay.
And we doing a cookbook fundraiser.
So any dates determined yet?
Yeah, so our piano bar is going to be on Saturday, April the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Open to everybody, not just those in Pennsylvania. It's a joint fundraiser. Our cookbook fundraiser, we're trying to gather up recipes for the month of February. So by the end of March, we're hoping to have it out and hopefully to be sold in a Braille large print format, as well as a digital and an audio format as well.
Oh, nice. Who's handling the production for you?
My understanding, a blind parent is willing to volunteer his time to do it.
Somebody's not going to sit there with the slate and stylus going down quarter cup of mayo. Not like that, right? I mean, it's going to be a faster production than that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Braille large print is going to be a combined book. So one side would be Braille, and on the same side will also be large print.
Oh,
That
okay.
way the parent and the child, or whatever way the sight and the lack of sight is they're able to do it together. The digital format is more of like either a PDF or a Word document where it could be read with screen reader.
Okay.
And then the audio version, we're hoping to do each individual recipes as its own audio track. So that way they can kind of go through whatever recipe they want and then listen to the instructions and the ingredients.
Oh, very cool. And do you have a selling price yet?
No, we have an upcoming planning committee meeting to discuss everything in a few weeks.
I think that's a really cool idea. I think that's, again, something that, as far as I know, since I've been in the NFB, I don't ever remember a cookbook.
Yeah, a lot of divisions on a national level has done it. I know the student division has done it, but I thought it would be a good idea because us as family members, we love to cook. We definitely love to eat, so why not combine the two together?
So I'd love for you each to share short-term, long-term. What are some goals? What is sorry for the pun, your vision for the division? Your vision for the division. Marva, how about you?
Mine is just try to connect more of our blind parents together.
Mm-hmm.
So we can all just try to, like, everybody doesn't know, like, there's no book out here that teaches on how to be a good parent.
Yeah.
So maybe something like just to give little ideas and ways that you can do different things. Because, like I can say, when I first had my daughter, it was hard. You get what I'm saying? So it's just the good thing about that's why I want to just at least give up some steps. Like I'm one of the ones that's giving ideas with the cookbook and everything. So it's just a bunch of different things that I would like us to be able to do with our blind parents. Even when we go to state conference, we thinking about having a outing for the parents for us to do together is because we're one big family.
Mm-hmm.
So I
That's a
just think
great
that would be a
idea.
good thing.
Stacie, how about you?
My vision for the division, one is to kind of like what Marva said, just to connect other blind parents together to know that we're not alone. I felt alone the beginning part of my parenting because I didn't know any other blind parents. So I want to be able to just let everybody connect with each other, support each other through the good and the bad. Another vision that I have is just to be able to alleviate some kind of financial burden off of the family. Like I said, with our fundraisers, either to give stipends or to give reimbursements or to give gifts or whatever, to just show our blind parents that we're here and we care for everybody.
And I know it's kind of early, but are either of you thinking about the national convention in New Orleans and going and maybe how you can be a presence as a division?
Yes, so I do plan to go to this upcoming convention. I I have been connecting with the chair on the national level for the Blind Parents Group, and I'm hoping that maybe we can talk at our convention there to kind of talk about how we became a division or just to connect with other blind parents in that atmosphere.
Yeah. How about you, Marva?
Yes, me and my girls are going, so we we trying to just figure out how we gonna get get it all together for the year. Like I would love for us to meet up with the group and have a meeting with them and just see how everything goes for now on for the year.
Well, again, congratulations. It's been really wonderful to watch this grow to what it is now, and I know this is only the beginning. Stacie, it sounds like you have a wonderful team supporting you, so congratulations on that. I would just want either one of you to make sure you plug again at any ways that people can help support you and how they can also contact you if they want more information about the division, if they want to come to a meeting or they just need to talk to someone. So, Marva, do you want to share your fundraising again and the dates so the people have that one more time? And if you want to share your contact information, feel free to do so. And then Stacie, you can go after that.
My contact information is you can always email me at marva@myyahoo.com and just give me a note on what you may need help with, or if you're looking for our meeting time or the link to join our meeting.
Okay.
Just contact me through Marva, MARVA, @myyahoo.com.
Yeah, so our upcoming fundraiser, the Piano Bar, it is a joint collaboration with the Parents of Blind Children Division. It's Saturday, April 12th at 7 p.m. on Zoom. We're asking for a suggested donation of $10 to help with the fundraising efforts. We have our family cookbook fundraiser that's expected to come out the end of March. The date is still to be determined. And
you're looking for people to still submit recipes for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So I know Lisa, you know how to cook some stuff.
I
So
do. I don't follow a real recipe though. I just kind of make it up as I go, but I'll figure something out. I'm one of those like a pinch of this, a dash of that,
Well, count the pinches. 2
Count the
pinches of black
pinches,
pepper
okay.
and 5 pinches of that. Yes, and David, I know your family, they're really good cooks as well and great bakers. So I would love some recipes from them.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do have a blind parents email address. So it's blindparents@nfbofpa.org. And if you just email that, we can connect you to whoever within our division who can assist with whatever challenge or issues that the person might have, and even to just give you guys the information for the Zoom meetings.
We're so proud of Stacie, Marva. What you guys are doing is absolutely phenomenal. You're making history. I don't know if you're realizing that, but you're making history. And this is needed. Stacie, you said earlier you have I think you said you had 20 people sometimes come in on the calls. So there definitely is a need there. So congratulations I know you didn't intend it, but who better to, more genuinely someone who needs this service to actually lead it. So good going. We're proud.
Thank you. And what I really love about our blind parents group is, the parents have children from all ages. So my 8-year-old, I'm learning from Marva, who has a teenager, what to expect out of a teenage daughter, because I have some anxieties about teenagers. Ooh, I do.
Yeah.
So just to hear everybody go through what they go through with their kids at whatever stage they are, and they're surviving it, and they're giving their honest opinions of what's going on, it kind of gives me, great peace that this is going to be okay.
It will be okay. It will be more than okay. It will be excellent. Again, you have a great team. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks again to Stacie and Marva for stopping by and giving us the information on the formation of the newly chartered Blind Parents Division here in the NFB of Pennsylvania.
And make sure you support them as best you can. Even just coming to the meetings is a help. It's what Stacie is doing. She's serving the need. She has a wonderful team behind her. They are all, we David and I know them. They are all very passionate about supporting people. So let's support them in return.
Right. And don't forget about the piano bar in April. We'll put a link in the show notes so that you can put that on your radar. I'm actually helping out with that too. And it'll help both the blind parents and the parents of blind children. So it's a good fundraiser to get involved with. It's always a lot of fun. There's either 4 or 5. I don't remember if there's a 5th that has confirmed. And it's the usual suspects of Carl Smith from Utah, Eddie Salcido from out in California, John Dalling, who was originally from New Jersey. I don't remember where he's living now. He was in Florida, and he may be somewhere else now. And I'm forgetting someone, but again, check it out. It's coming up in April. There'll be a link in the show notes that you can go and order a ticket or several tickets if you want to bring some friends. Again, a great cause for the parents of blind children and the Pennsylvania Organization of Blind Parents.
Yeah, so great job, guys. So thank you again, Stacie and Marva. Wonderful work that you're doing, and we are looking forward to following you as this division grows.
And we would love to hear from you if you've got questions for Stacie and Marva that we can pass along, or you've got other questions, comments, show ideas, whatever you have, we want to hear from you. Give us a call, 267-338-4495. You've got up to 3 minutes. Please leave your name and town if you do leave a voicemail. Again, 267-338-4495.
And if that 3-minute warning stresses you out, you can also email us at whitecanesconnect@gmail.com. There's no word count limit, so have at it.
Lisa, another great episode and a good organization to have on.
Yes, I agree. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for listening. Take care.